Today on Karamo, do these three women all have the same father?
No. What we're not gonna do, Andrew, is you walk away. You got all these women on this stage. This is your doing. You don't get to walk away from this.
This DNA mystery will be solved today.
If he is my father, it'll make me more angry.
Is this the first time you've seen each other
I
in
don't
15
talk
years?
to none of them.
The years and years of family questions.
A lot of these issues come from mothers.
We're not gonna blame just mothers.
Are still causing issues to this day.
You know why we bumped heads.
Tell me,
Because your mouth.
Okay.
This is something I've been dealing with for a long time.
The DNA truth is about to be unlocked.
You want to pass this to you?
And what happens is unforgettable.
My guest Brittany says her father, Andrew, claims 13 children, but she has doubts all of them are actually his. We're solving 3 DNA mysteries today. But first, let's see what Andrew had to say before the show.
Hi, my name is Andrew. I'm here with 4 of my daughters, but I need the DNA results of 3 of my daughters. Growing up, I had 18 siblings. Now myself, I have 13 children. I accept all my children, and I've done the very best to take care of every last one of them. Let me tell you about each of my girls. Brittany is my ride or die. She's been stuck to my hip from day one. There is no DNA question about her. Adrian is a different breed. Her and Brittany really don't get along. They actually tolerate one another. Adrian, I noticed around 13 years of age that her attitude, her mood swings, her whole structure and character is totally different. That is what brought my attention to speculate whether she was actually my biological daughter or not. Now Annie, I didn't know anything about her. I recently connected with her doing the genealogy research. Then I gave her mother a call. I said, I'm just gonna get straight to the point. Did you do something or have something done 30 years ago that I needed to know? And she was excited like, oh, she reached out to you. I'm still speculating or questioning the thought of whether she's my daughter or not because she left without me knowing or telling me anything about her pregnancy. Dacia, she's the baby of the bunch. She's 20 years old. She has a sibling that is biologically my daughter. I am questioning the results for her because her mother and I were married, but we were separated, and I was unsure of what she was doing. But I've been questioning her from day one. Mr. Karamo, my family tree is very important to me. I need to find the DNA truth.
Well, listen, Andrew's daughter, Brittany, is here to share her side of the story. So everyone, please welcome Brittany to the show. So your father claims 13 children.
Wow, 13 is a lot when you say it out like that, but it's 13 of us. It's 5 boys and 8 girls, and it's super big.
Yeah. 3 of your sisters in questions are here today. Let's take a look at your family tree to understand who's involved in this mystery.
There's Annie.
Okay.
Then there's Adrian. We just never meshed or had any physical chemistry,
Got
so
it.
that's where her doubt comes from. And then there's Dacia, the baby of the bunch, and my dad and her mom were married, and her mom stepped out, so that's where her doubt comes from.
Got it. Okay. Was Annie looking for you all or anything?
So my dad did ancestry first, and he said it to another sibling that he had found someone. So then it brought me to do ancestry, and she popped up for me as well. So I inboxed her. She never responded to my father. Here we are.
Got it. So do you believe these ladies are your biological sisters?
I'm unsure.
Yeah, you're unsure.
Yeah.
And so Andrew raised your older sister, Adrian. Why do you have doubts about her? Because she was in your life.
She was in my life, but the chemistry was never there. It always seemed like it was forced just because my father took her in and she has our last name. If you kind of look at it a little bit, all my dad's kids are slim. Adrian's a little bit on the big side. So
You on the big side. You mean?
So, I mean,
Big ass.
just like, I don't know. She just has a piggy face to me. I don't know.
How was your relationship with Adrian growing up?
It was weird. She's weird. She's weird towards all the siblings. Nobody really talks to her. She's just – herself, I guess.
Okay. When was the last time you spoke to Adrian?
Man, It's been about 15 years. I mean, it's really a long time. I got married. She wasn't even at my wedding or at my wedding.
Okay. So this feud has been forever.
Yeah.
15 years between you two. So did anything specific start this feud?
No, it's just always been that. She thinks she's the favorite and she's his go-to person when I'm the one that's attached to my dad's hip.
Uh-huh.
So.
That's very specific language. She thinks she's the favorite.
Yeah.
With 13 kids, does that come up often?
Yeah, it's very often. All my siblings said I'm the favorite, I'm the go-to, and it is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Does your dad talk to Adrian?
I don't know what their relationship is like. He says he does, but I don't pry into that because that's his business.
I got it. So Annie, you did Ancestry 6 months ago, popped up. Adrian, you've had beef with, even though she's been in your life your entire life and shares your last name. You've just never felt any connection with her.
Correct.
And Dacia, her mother stepped out in their marriage, and so you think there could possibly be another man.
Yes.
We caught up? Cute, just making sure. Okay, I want to make sure. All right, so what about Annie's story doesn't sit right with you, though?
It doesn't sit right because my father's character is, as you can see, with 13 kids, he gonna claim anybody that say
Yeah.
it's
yeah.
their baby.
Yeah.
But his character is not to give up anybody. If my dad couldn't physically raise Annie, my grandmother would have took in, my aunt, anybody would have helped take Annie so that she could be a part of us.
Yeah. Everyone, we will meet Dacia and Annie later, but I think it's time to meet Adrian to hear her side of the story. Everyone, please welcome Adrian to the show. Thank you for being here.
Hello.
So, how do you feel about what you heard?
So, first of all, I don't even know why she here. If that's the case.
Y'all haven't talked in 15 years. This
I
is the
don't
first
talk
time.
to none of them.
Is this the first time you've seen each
I
other in
don't
15
talk
years?
to none of them.
You don't talk to anyone?
No.
Why don't you talk to anyone?
Because I don't want to.
Because she's not his.
Have you?
Well, it doesn't matter if I'm his or not.
Hi, my name is Andrew. I'm here with 4 of my daughters, but I need the DNA results of 3 of my daughters.
Andrew's daughter, Brittany, is here. Who's involved in this mystery?
There's Annie,
Okay.
then there's Adrian, and then there's Dacia, the baby of the bunch.
We will meet Dacia and Annie later, but I think it's time to meet Adrian.
So, first of all, I don't even know why she here. If that's the case. And then when you had something to say we didn't have chemistry, we not gonna have no chemistry. Me and you, I always bumped heads. You know why we bumped heads? You know why we bumped heads.
Tell me, because
Your mama.
Don't. Oh, my mama.
That's why in your mouth.
Okay.
That's why.
That's fine.
And then for you to say that I got a piggy face and stuff, baby.
Look at you.
You a cheeseburger away from what?
3
You look
kids,
bigger than
3
me.
sick sections.
I don't care
So
how
what's
many
your-
kids
what's
you
your
had.
excuse?
You still, bitch,
Okay.
1 kid.
Okay.
1 kid.
And you're big.
1 kid. It doesn't matter.
You're big.
Big and beautiful.
Okay.
And I bet you I can take your
Live
husband.
in it. You can't.
I can
You
have your
can't.
husband.
You can't.
Hold on. Y'all
'Cause he ain't
y'all
cute.
haven't talked in 15 years.
Yeah.
Is this
I
the
don't
first
talk
time-
to none of
Is this
them.
the first time you've seen each
I
other in
don't
15
talk
years?
to none of them.
You don't talk to anyone?
No.
Why don't you talk to anyone?
Because I don't want to.
Got
she's
it.
not his.
Have you,
Well,
have,
it doesn't matter if I'm his or not.
have you
okay.
felt rejected by the family?
No, I ain't never felt rejected by the family. I don't talk to nobody because I'm in my own lane. That's why.
Okay.
I have a lot going on. They don't got nothing going on.
Okay.
I ain't heard of none of them doing nothing.
Okay, then. I
Drug
hear that.
addicts and whatever else y'all do. Yeah. Woo.
Are you close to your dad at least?
Say what?
Are you close to your dad?
Very.
At least? So you're close to your
Let's
dad?
tell it if we gonna tell it, because I'm here now, baby.
So which dad are you
I'm
close
here
to?
now.
Let's say that.
Yours.
Yeah.
Yo daddy.
Okay.
Yo daddy.
All right.
How about that?
So because you were raised by him, right?
I sure was.
Yes. And so you all grew up in the same house, and so it makes sense that you have a
I
relationship.
I grew up with her, took up for her, everything.
So when you were younger, why would you tell Brittany you aren't sisters?
That's what siblings do when they fight, right? She told me that too. We used to get into it.
And then
That's
you'd
just
be
like
and
saying,
you'd be
oh,
like,
that's
"You're
why
not
you
my
adopted
sister."
or something like that. Yeah.
I understand that, yeah.
But it
that
doesn't
makes sense.
continue when you're grown, though.
Where is the doubt about you and Andrew coming from?
Me and my friends was on SS3 and we was just looking at stuff, and then I kept saying, my daddy ain't coming up. So I called my daddy and he was like, you not coming up for me either, baby. But another girl was coming up.
So there, you started getting
came.
doubts right there.
Yeah.
So now you spent your entire life, this is your father, and now you're like getting doubts.
Right.
Okay. Do you think Dacia and Annie are Andrew's biological children?
I definitely think Annie is. Look at her. And then Dacia too. Dacia look like my daddy and her mama.
Yeah, okay. Do you want to be Brittany's sister?
I'm their sister,
Yeah.
regardless.
Okay, got it.
Well, maybe I ain't her sister. How about that? Let's say that. I ain't her sister.
Okay.
But the rest, I'm everybody's sister. I'm there.
That she don't talk to, though.
I don't have
weird.
to.
Weird.
When somebody have something
Weird.
going on,
Weird.
then I talk to them. But until
But your family,
baby, they don't got no
you shouldn't have to have nothing
storyline.
going on.
Y'all don't.
So
It doesn't
that's
matter.
weird.
Y'all don't have no storyline.
That's
I'm
weird.
grown. I got a family. I got a child. My child.
Weird.
That's my family.
Weird.
That's my family.
That she don't know none of her cousins, but we're
It doesn't
sisters.
matter. She don't have to.
Weird.
Guess what? She know her mama.
Weird.
She know her mama. Yeah.
That's weird.
You know what? There's a bit of a wall up with you, and I don't know why. I feel it's warranted, though. This wall is warranted for you to protect yourself, and you probably had to protect yourself for a long time.
My whole life.
I believe that. Have they ever tried to be close with you?
No.
No. They've always made you feel different?
I'm different. I'm different. I'm
Yeah.
cut from a different cloth.
Which is not a bad thing. Yeah.
To me, I'm my mother's child.
Yeah.
So, hey,
Got it.
I always had to be the person who had to protect myself and be the bigger person. You know, I'm Adrian.
Got it. I hear that. Okay. Well, listen, I think it's time to meet Dacia and hear her side of the story as well. So everyone, please welcome Dacia to the show. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
So what are your thoughts about what you just heard?
It's news to me because I really never knew.
You didn't know that they had issues? Yeah.
I've been with my mother, so I really don't know more so about my dad's side of this family, really. I'm just now, like, starting to flourish into my dad's family.
Got it. Is there a big age difference between you all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it? How are you?
I'm 37.
I'm 20.
20. Okay, that makes sense.
I'm grown.
Okay, you grown. Okay, I got it, girl. I ain't gonna tell you so. Okay, I got it. So when did you learn that Andrew had doubts about you?
I feel like he's always had doubts about me because he's always made it known that he felt like I didn't look like him or other reasons. It's just, I never thought that he wasn't my dad.
Yeah.
That's all
Did he say the same things to you?
No.
No. Okay. I'm sorry you had to hear that because whether or not he believed that or not, I think that's a conversation for him and your mother. And as a little girl, you should have never heard that.
Exactly.
You know. So I'm sorry. Outside of that, was he a good father to you?
No. Tell the truth.
Yeah, not really.
Coming up,
I could probably count on my fingers how many times I done seen him.
Do you want him to be your dad? Please welcome Andrew to the show. Out of the 13 children, how many do you know that are certainly biologically yours?
Here we go.
Get ready for the drama, chaos, and jaw-dropping moments. Now, better than ever. Watch full episodes of Maury, Jerry Springer, The Steve Wilkos Show, and more.
I spank people, I tie them up.
Can't get enough? We've got you covered with full episodes, non-stop drama, and the wildest moments. Anytime, anywhere. It's time to get nosy. Download Nosy now on your phone or tablet and start watching.
Y'all haven't talked in 15 years.
Yeah.
You
I
haven't
don't
15
talk
years?
to none of them.
You don't talk to anyone?
No.
Why don't you talk to anyone?
Because I don't want to.
Are you close to your dad?
Very.
So which dad are you
I'm
close
here
to?
now.
Let's say that.
Yours.
Yeah.
Your daddy.
Okay.
So now you spent your entire life, this is your father, and now you're like getting doubts.
Right.
Do you think Dacia and Annie are Andrew's biological children?
I definitely think Annie is. Dacia too.
Well, listen, I think it's time to meet Dacia.
I never thought that he wasn't my dad.
Was he a good father to you?
No. Tell the truth.
Yeah, not really. When it came to like me needing him, I feel like he wasn't really there when
Got
I
it.
called for what I needed
Yeah.
instead of what he wanted to give me. I feel like that part, no. I've always had my mama. That's
Yeah.
what I've
So you
always
looked
had.
on your mama. Brittany, what's making you emotional right now?
Because, I mean,
Here you
she's
go.
the baby, so it's hard.
Yeah.
We went through stuff with Andrew. Nobody's perfect.
Yeah. Mhm.
And for him to tell her that, it's hard. Like,
Yeah.
it's hard to hear her keep repeating it over and over and over.
Yeah.
But she's the baby, so I get it. I understand.
I get it. So looking back, did you ever ask your parents any questions growing up?
Actually, no. And I kind of wish that I did But growing up, like, I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking about, like, school.
Yeah, being a teenager,
Stuff
being
that
a
I'm
kid.
supposed to do. But even though, like, I didn't even get to do that, I had to grow up quicker than any other kid that's my age. So I really didn't get to think about those questions until, like, now it's starting to bring up, like, more and more and more.
So your experience as a child was good?
Not
No,
really.
not really. What was your experience as a child?
I was basically a mother at an age that I wasn't supposed to be.
Got it. So what are your thoughts on both of your parents?
I guess they did what they tried. They did the best that they could do.
But that wasn't good enough.
I don't think
You
so.
needed more.
For sure. I still need more.
Needed
I hear
some
that.
guidance.
Say it again?
She probably needed some guidance.
She did. Okay. Makes sense. I'm sorry. How often did you see your dad growing up?
I could probably count on my fingers how many times I didn't see him.
Yeah. I mean, this is the thing, and I have to say this really quickly, because when we hear stories about men who have 9 children, 10 children, 11 children, 12, 13 children, like, of course, any family, you're allowed to have whatever family, but when both parents are not have all children in the house, it's stuff like this that breaks my heart. Because no person can be there for all their children. And then you end up having adults who have been hurt, who have had to shield themselves, protect themselves, and don't have answers fully, and it's wrong. It's wrong. You know what I mean? And I don't know Andrew, and I'm not trying to knock him, God honest, but I do know that you all were once children, and I see the pain of your childhood sitting in front of me right now. And I know that none of y'all deserved it. I know you damn well didn't deserve that. You didn't damn well didn't deserve it. You didn't as well. And anything that you went through. Brittany, how present is Andrew in your life?
We just recently started talking back not too long ago, but he's very active in my life with my kids.
Now?
Yes.
But your childhood?
My childhood, he was active. I was at my dad's hip most of the time. You see him, you see me type thing. But, you know, when you get into the teenage years, you become rebellious and do what you want to do. And I drifted away once he moved to Atlanta. And then I moved with him. Moved to Atlanta, and we got stuck back here. I went back with
your
my
father drifted about the picture, and you had to step up and support
I
him?
was by his hip, too.
Okay. Say it again?
I was by his hip, too. We
Okay.
both was.
You was. But I'm talking about once, because y'all moved to Atlanta together?
So she was there first, and then I came.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you feel about your dad's decision to claim children he knows aren't biologically his?
I guess it's something that he wanted to do. It don't matter to me.
What about y'all?
I feel some type of way because I didn't get taken care of.
And Brittany?
In a sense, it's foolishness because then there's kids that are biologically yours, and they're missing it because you take on more.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. Dacia, what do you hope to be the outcome? Do you want him to be your dad?
I mean, either way it goes, I feel like it wouldn't affect anything because I never had a father figure. So
Makes sense.
I feel like if he is my father, it'll make me more angry.
Yeah. Dacia, is Andrew in your older sister's life? Let me give you a
Yeah.
napkin.
I mean, she grew up with them.
Yeah.
She got to be in the house with them. I never had none of my siblings. Like, all of the siblings that I have, I never had none of them but one.
Got it. I hear that. All right, well, I'm ready to hear Andrew's side of this story. So everyone, please welcome Andrew to the show. Thank you, Andrew, for being here, brother.
Well, appreciate you.
Coming up.
So when they say not the daddy, then we gonna know.
Most likely it may say that. So that's okay.
Andrew, you can't do that. Andrew. No. Hold on, ladies. No. Come on. What we're not going to do, Andrew, is you walk away.
I could probably count on my fingers how many times I didn't see him.
Yeah. It's stuff like this that breaks my heart. Because no person can be there for all their children. How do you feel about your dad's decision to claim children he knows aren't biologically his?
In a sense, it's foolishness.
Dacia, what do you hope to be the outcome? Do you want him to be your dad?
I mean, it wouldn't affect anything because I never had a father figure.
Please welcome Andrew to the show. Thank you, Andrew, for being here, brother.
Because I got questions for you.
Yeah, you always got questions. What about you too? Hey,
How you doing?
Appreciate you.
Good. Good to be here. So, I think I'd ask you your thoughts on the situation, but how do you feel about what you heard?
Basically, what I've heard is something that's been bothering me and eating at me for a long time.
I hear you.
And I pretty much love all my kids, even the ones that people claim that are not mine.
Yeah.
You know, and I have to apologize to each and every one of them.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to apologize, but I just didn't know how.
Yeah. I hear you. I understand.
And
this one right here is going through something right now.
And the thing about it is with her, I just, you know, I did my best. There's a lot of times she was with me when she was younger. She just didn't know how many times. She's been with me more than she can count on her fingers, you know.
Out of the 13 children, how many do you know that are certainly biologically yours?
About 7.
7. 7, okay then.
So why not bring everybody else on the show? Since you got your doubts just for 3.
Well, because the reason why the other ones are not here, I've had DNA testing for them through child support and different things of that nature. So a lot of my issues that I've been having is the ones that I thought that wasn't mine, I still pay child support for them, even though. See, my thing is, I didn't like dealing with courts. I don't like dealing with people telling me what I need to do or how I need to do certain things. And then in the relationships that I had in the past, a lot of the women's, I have zero tolerance for a lot of negativity. I don't like it. And when I get to the point to where I end up having a lot of negativity and different things of that nature, I'll walk away.
Got it.
So when I was 13 and you felt like that I wasn't your child, why you didn't take me to go get no DNA test?
Because I didn't want to hurt your feelings at that time.
I'd rather for you to hurt my feelings then so I can have some kind of connection with somebody else. So that didn't make sense. And then you got me growing up thinking that everybody else is my siblings, but then I could have had a whole bunch of other siblings. Or just one sibling, or to been the only sibling.
With that being said, a lot of these issues come from, like I said, the mothers.
We not,
your
not
mother's got a lot to do with it too.
We're not gonna blame just mothers.
Why not?
Because it played, both of y'all played a part. So at the end of the day, I felt like if you felt like somebody was not your child, I would have wanted to know right then and there. When I came out, you could have swabbed me. You could have swabbed any of us.
Well, at that time, when you guys were younger,
Exactly.
DNA testing was too expensive. I didn't know,
I think that was free.
Oh, you think so?
When she came out, you could have went to go get her. You think she your baby because she look like you?
He know, baby.
It don't matter.
He know.
You think that's your baby because she look like you?
He know.
That's your baby because you was with her mama.
Nah, I'm his baby because I look like the mama, the auntie,
guess
everybody
what?
else.
I look like his mama, so it don't even matter.
No, not at all.
I do.
Not at all.
I do.
That's why you call your daddy
It
and
don't
everybody
matter.
else.
I sure do. It's my daddy.
You do
Stepped
matter.
up when your
You
daddy didn't.
But how
Through, that's
girl,
why
bye.
you really want to
Girl,
put it all
bye.
out here.
Whatever.
Not girl by you.
Whatever.
Just like your brother is not his, and he carry his last name.
You right,
and your
and
mama
his
sat
first
there and
name.
knew that.
And the
so
first
she
name
needs to
too.
be on the stage
She
too,
the
and
junior,
him,
and
and your
what?
brother.
But he know
now,
that. He know
it doesn't
that.
matter. I'm hoping that your baby daddy is your baby daddy with your
It
kids.
is.
It
ain't got nothing to do
If you
with
really
it.
want to get technical,
They are.
because you seem like your legs up and since you had 3.
Yep.
Andrew, let me ask
Three
you
pregnancies
this.
and a set of twins. Don't make it be like that. Don't do that.
I'm making it.
Don't do that.
How does your
making it
family's
today.
negativity upset you?
It shouldn't, because he brung it on himself. How about
It
that?
should, because it's not all on him.
Andrew, what do you think the real
Keep
issue
it
is?
cool. Don't come on the show trying to be
That's
all
you,
this because
baby.
you ain't.
Huh, Andrew? I want to know. What do you think the real issue is here?
Because I'm still
They
aging.
all are correct. I am the final decision. I am the final person that should have taken care of all this. But like I said,
Baby,
grew
they
up
done
to
brought me on
myself.
this show, baby.
You
Oh
could've
no,
said
oh no.
Hold
And that's
on,
what
wait, hold
I
on.
did. But then
Let
I
me
decided
clarify
to
something.
come. So
Hold
don't
on,
worry
let me
about
clarify
it.
something.
You shouldn't have been on here because you ain't getting no DNA test.
I'm not, because I'm his.
But
I
you
know.
shouldn't have been on here.
I know.
But you shouldn't
But
been on here.
I'm
'cause
telling
don't-
you, it is
her
what it
story,
is.
Her story shouldn't, her opinion
You don't matter.
shouldn't even matter.
So when they
I
say
hear you.
not the daddy, then we
guess
gonna
what?
know.
And
We
it
gonna know.
most likely it may say that.
It
So
is.
that's okay.
Andrew, you can't
Most
do that.
likely it may
You might have been doing
say
that your entire life.
But
You
guess
can't do
what?
that.
I'm still gonna be his
You're the
child.
reason.
I'm still
Andrew,
gonna be his child.
Andrew, no.
Just
Hold on,
like you
ladies.
said,
No.
you haven't talked to him in
Hold on,
years.
no.
You ain't talked to him either.
Come on. What we're not gonna do, Andrew, is you walk away. Coming up, Andrew, we tested 3 of your potential daughters, and I think it's time for the DNA truth. What does it say?
Oh my God.
I pretty much love all my kids, even the ones that people claim that are not mine.
Out of the 13 children, how many do you know that are certainly biologically yours?
About 7.
So why not bring everybody else on the show? So when I was 13 and you felt like that I wasn't your child, why you didn't take me to go get no DNA test?
You don't matter.
Shouldn't even matter.
So when they say not the daddy, then we
guess
gonna
what?
know.
And
We gonna know.
most likely it may say that.
It is.
So that's okay.
Andrew, you can't
Most
do that.
likely it will.
Andrew,
Just
hold on,
like you
ladies.
said,
No.
you haven't talked to him in
Hold on,
years.
no.
You ain't talked to
No.
me.
Come on. What we're not gonna do, Andrew, is you walk away. Let me tell you what we're not gonna do. Let me tell you, when it comes to men, accountability, you brought all these people here, you got all these women on this stage, this is your doing. You don't get to
You
walk away
doing
from
the
this.
most. I
No,
ain't
man
done-
to
I ain't
man.
said nothing.
You
That's
don't get to walk
you.
away. You tell your daughters to calm. You tell your daughters to calm, and you figure out what's going on. You don't walk away.
If you want to
did too
tell
much
them,
of that
tell them like the way your is. The you think.
You handle this. I listen.
Show.
The daughters,
Because when I go home, I'm
understand the
still
pain.
Adrian. I'm still going home to my family, to my child, to myself. And I'm still not going to with none of y'all.
You got to handle this. Andrew.
You knew this was going to happen. I don't give a When I leave here, I don't got with none of, I don't even got with my daddy. I don't give a
Andrew, what is making you cry right now?
And I'ma still love you.
How do you just tell you not gonna with him? That's
Cause
stupid.
I said it. That's what I wanted to say at the time. I still love
Andrew,
you.
what's going on?
This is something I've been dealing with for a long time. These two. Out of all my kids, it's just these two here. It's like I try to be a father to both of them, but they're fighting for, I guess, the truth.
But Andrew, I track patterns and I track language, and I already heard from them earlier when they got to 16. She said I got rebellious. They said they separated, and what I just watched in your behavior right now is when things got heated, you walked away. And so I'm almost sure there's been a pattern of like, I can't deal with this. You even said that on your own mouth. Yeah. So when we talk about this that you've been dealing with since a kid, it was also your job to nip this in the bud as a kid, because this fight right here is a direct response to you.
You're right. I accept my responsibility in this.
Do you have anything to say to your daughters right now?
Pretty much everything that whatever I got to say, they've heard it before. They know I love each and every one of them, you know?
Yeah.
And at the same token, I can only express and show my so much.
Yeah. Well, there's one more daughter that's involved in this DNA mystery, and her name is Annie. Annie is backstage, and we'll be meeting her potential sisters for the first time. Annie, come on out for me, please. Hi, Annie. Thank you for being here.
Hi. It's good to meet you.
We talk so much.
I know. It's good to be here. You're welcome. This is really neat here. Thank you. Good morning. Oh, you're such a good hugger.
So you've never met any of them, Annie, right?
No, today.
Yeah, today.
And I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah, yeah. How do you feel about everything you've heard today?
It's a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm here. And I'm gonna stay.
You were adopted. Tell me about that.
While my mom was pregnant with me, she started paperwork through an adoption agency in Atlanta, Georgia. The family that she had selected as my adopted parents lived in Arizona.
Did you have a good childhood?
Yes.
You did?
Yes.
Okay, you did. So your adopted parents, you're close?
I see them every day.
Good, okay then. And how did you connect with Andrew?
The adoption was intended to be a semi-closed adoption, and I did not receive any of that contact information. And it also became confidential information in the state of Georgia that I do not have access to.
Got it.
So I started pursuing other alternatives, and I had started an Ancestry account, and one day I got an Ancestry message and saw that there was a contact number. I called it.
Yeah.
And
wow.
apparently it had happened 3 years before.
Wow. So what do you think the DNA results will be?
That I'm his daughter.
That his daughter.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You're excited about that?
Yes.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
Yeah. Okay. I think that it's time for the DNA truth.
Yay.
Andrew, we tested 3 of your potential daughters, and I think, Annie, since we just heard your story, we'll start with you.
Yes.
You've been trying to figure it out. This is your truth to open,
Beautiful.
not mine. Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's the name and everything. Dear Lord, thank you for this beautiful day, and thank you for this opportunity. Amen. Annie, Andrew is your biological father. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
How do you feel in this moment, Andrew?
Blessed.
Blessed? And Annie, what about for you?
Still overwhelmed.
Yeah, as you should be. This is
I'm
big.
still overwhelmed. I will be for a very long time.
Well, we have another DNA mystery that we must solve as well. This is for you, Adrian. You have been in this man's life your entire life, and I know you said you had some doubts and some questions. So this is your truth to open. Here you go. Coming up, Andrew, we tested 3 of your potential daughters, and I think it's time for the DNA truth. What does it say?
Oh my God.
Here we go.
Get ready for the drama, chaos, and jaw-dropping moments. Now, better than ever. Watch full episodes of Maury, Jerry Springer, The Steve Wilkos Show, and more.
I spank people, I tie them up.
Can't get enough? We've got you covered with full episodes, non-stop drama, and the wildest moments. Anytime, anywhere. It's time to get nosy. Download Nosy now on your phone or tablet and start watching.
You brought all these people here, you got all these women on this stage. This is your doing. You don't get to walk away from this. You handle this. The daughters,
When I go home,
understand
I'm
the
still
pain.
Adrian, and I'm still not
You
gonna
gotta handle
with none
this.
of y'all.
You gotta handle this. Well, there's one more daughter that's involved in this DNA mystery, and her name is Annie. So you've never met any of them, Annie, right?
No? Today?
Yeah, today. I think that it's time for the DNA truth. We'll start with you. Here you go.
Thank you. Annie, Andrew is your biological father.
We have another DNA mystery that we must solve as well. This is for you, Adrian.
Yep. Obviously, we know what mine say.
What does it say?
Not. It don't make me or break me.
I know.
Me neither. You're still my baby. Come on.
Not right now.
You always got an attitude. See?
That's me.
I'm sorry for those results. And because you said something earlier that was really poignant and was real. And you said that when you were younger, he said he had doubts. And you said at that moment, why didn't you at least give me an opportunity? Because you were the child. And of course, you said already, I stayed in a child's place as you were. You don't have the resources. You don't know what to do. And if you would have had that information earlier, there could have been opportunity for you to find or search, and maybe this wall that you have up, which is, again, I said from the beginning, I see and I understand why. I understand that you don't deserve it. You don't deserve that wall. But if you could have had that information earlier, you could have hopefully had more time to seek out and find what you needed. And for that, I'm sorry. I know I'm a stranger.
Well, at my grown age, guess what? It don't matter to me. I'ma still keep on doing what I do.
Yeah.
I'ma still keep on being blessed.
Yeah.
And
I know you will be. But I will tell you
It
this.
is.
Even though there's a defense of you saying it doesn't matter, you still deserve answers and you deserve truth. You do deserve that.
I'ma still call him. He's still my daddy, you know.
I understand.
My
But you
my
do
daughter,
deserve that.
still his granddaughter. So, we good.
Okay. Well, we have one more DNA result, Dacia. And this is your moment now for your truth.
We want to pass this to you.
Next. What does it say?
Oh my God.
What does it say?
Not. It don't make me or break me.
Well, we have one more DNA result, Dacia. This is your moment now for your truth.
We want to pass this to you.
Don't break my sister.
Oh my God.
What does it say?
Oh my God.
What does it say?
Oh my God. No.
It says it's not your biological daughter?
Oh my God.
No.
Oh my God.
Regardless what this is, you are my baby. Come
I
here.
really cannot believe this.
Come on.
I'm so sorry.
I cannot believe this.
I'm sorry. Okay. You still my baby. Whatever you do with it.
I cannot believe this. I really cannot believe this.
Dacia, I'm very sorry. I'm so sorry. This is a moment that in this there's, you know, what I think of this moment is that at least there's answers, and once people have answers, there's healing and growth that can happen.
This is a question I never even questioned. Like I still sitting here like I cannot believe this. Like my mama don't even know that I'm here. Like she don't even know none of this is happening. Like she don't even like.
Andrew, your family tree is rooted in a lot of pain.
Yes.
And you're going to have to be the one to do the work here. And I think you know that.
Is it okay if I share something?
Of course you can.
I know this is hard, and I'm so very sorry that you're having a hard time. I come from a family who doesn't look like me, but they're still my family.
Yeah.
Because they're the only family that I had before this month. So I don't need you to be biologically related to me for you to be my sister. And I'm so glad I get to have a baby sister. And I'm so proud that it gets to be someone as smart and beautiful as you. You're welcome.
Yeah. Thank you for those words. Oh, that got me over here crying.
They didn't tell you about us before we got here?
Listen, you all got your DNA truth, and that is the first step in this healing process. And I wish you all the luck. If there's any support you need, anything you need at all, we're here for you.